Much like Dr. Seuss, Pepe Le Pew, and many other cartoon characters of yesteryear, Nickelodeon has decided that they are not going to take any chances on getting cancelled. That's right folks, the company has decided to cancel themselves before any backlash hits them for an old episode of SpongeBob SquarePants. A sentence I never thought I would say. I'm going to get into all the details in a moment, but first if you could do us a big favor and please smash that like button, we would really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's just dive right into today's story. So an old episode of SpongeBob SquarePants has been removed by Nickelodeon due to sensitivities with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Entertainment Weekly confirmed that the episode called Quarantine Crab from the show's 12th season will be removed from their archives. The episode centers around a clam flu virus that sees a health inspector quarantine customers at the Krusty Krab restaurant. Once the flu is discovered, anyone in the episode that is assumed to be affected by the virus is noticeably shunned by the others and then thrown into a refrigerator, which is just a funny bit. The virus-heavy storyline is being pulled because they think too many people around the globe have become overly sensitive to jokes being made about a pandemic. Mainly because this current pandemic is very real and has been doing nothing but taking over our lives for over a year at this point. Everything from jobs being lost to losing loved ones has created a cringe reaction to anyone poking fun at viruses or illness. Although if you're like me, you are also confused as to why a kids cartoon is being scrutinized while real-world problems still go untouched. How about we put the focus back on people like New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who severely botched his COVID-19 response. Let's talk about how he blatantly lied about the number of fatalities in nursing homes because it was his decision to ship people who tested positive back into the homes, which, as we know, did not play out well. According to the BBC, more than 15,000 New Yorkers in care homes have died since the start of the pandemic. However, until late last month, the state's health department had only logged 8,500 fatalities. On top of lying about those numbers, Cuomo also implemented a very controversial policy to mess with the numbers even further, just to give off the appearance that he was handling this thing properly. The initial undercounting was due to him excluding care home residents that died outside of their facility, which included them taking trips to the hospital because they needed treatment. So that means this number could be much greater, and all we really have numbers on is the old folks who passed away at their retirement home. But I know you clicked on a video about SpongeBob, so let's just circle back to this cultural mistake for a moment. According to reports online, this episode called Quarantine Crab can no longer be found on Amazon and the Paramount Plus streaming service. In addition to this, representatives for Nickelodeon also confirmed that they had quietly removed another episode back in 2018. This one was called Midlife Crisis and aired during season 3. In the episode, Mr. Crab is having a midlife crisis, and so he goes on a late night adventure with SpongeBob and Patrick. Following that, they break into a woman's home and steal her underwear. But according to a network spokesperson, they took this episode out of rotation because the story elements were not kid appropriate. And for that one, I understand. But this new excuse to remove an episode is just strange. They really just said that it was due to sensitivities, and that was the extent of their reasoning. Look, I understand that we have witnessed a disgusting rise in Asian discrimination, and in many cases there have been examples where the attacker was physical. However, again, I just don't think that eliminating a SpongeBob SquarePants episode is going to do anything to fix this. There needs to be better protection and action from top down, meaning President Biden needs to condemn these actions for it to actually have an impact on the American people. Removing an episode from a children's show does nothing but anger people for different reasons. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this though, so make sure you leave us a comment down below with what you think about SpongeBob getting cancelled. And while you ponder that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video title, Lil Nas X accused of copying Jake Paul embarrasses himself, what's new, and Quavo fight caught on camera. Brandon L. Rushman says, it's strange how we live in a day where everyone thinks they are original. Everything has been said and done repeatedly, let's just enjoy the art. Yeah, there was a great episode of South Park, if you haven't seen it, where I think it's Butters keeps trying to come up with like new evil plans and somebody just keeps going, Simpsons did it! It's amazing, and it's very true. There are a lot of recycled stuff in culture. Just enjoy what's being put out instead of focusing on the minutia. Nally Adams says, I'm so excited to see Jake get humbled. It's coming. Auntie Luck says, what was in that orange case though? I believe it was a Call of Duty case, but it seemed too large for that. I don't know if he had just purchased this or something. I mean, if so, like, strange that it came in this giant orange case and that they were fighting over it. Maybe she loves Call of Duty, who knows. Lady Lex says, listen, everybody gets tennis shoes, sneakers, whatever. Jesus deserves to stand out. I think they should make Christ Crocs. Put the Satan shoes to bed. Hey, at least the Christ Crocs would be holy. Maddie Flair says, Jake Paul embarrasses himself? That's nothing new. Oh, we know. But that has been today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube.